Hi, Jackie. Thank you for your PowerPoint. First of all, you did a really fabulous job on this PowerPoint. And one of the criteria for this assignment was presentation content. And this is awesome. Matter of fact, I really like how are you writing today? As somebody who's gone through each one of those phases, or at least many of these phases, that brought a chuckle to me today. So, and of course, don't we all want to create a classroom of excited writers? And I like your approach as using blogs to get them to this engage, digging deeper, thinking about what they feel is important versus just what we think. So I think this is fabulous. And I love this. I love just the visuals here. It's just very upbeat, positive, gets the message right across. But you address this right here. So where do we start if we want to start blogging? So let me just go. Here you address 4 questions. And again, this PowerPoint is really structurally very, very excellently done. So you have your 4 questions. And question number 1. If you're thinking about blogging, why? Why do I want to blog? What does blogging bring to, or how does it enhance what I want to do? So I think that key question that you have in italics here, how can technology enhance something, is what we all should be asking ourselves before we use any technology. And here you give us the benefits. And I think these are really powerful. That's a really nice graphic. The second reason here is that blogging really can enhance this classroom community. And you say it's got an increased sense of community that will translate beyond the classroom. And I think that's really important. I think we need to be giving our kids skills that they will take with them outside the walls of our classroom space. Social skills and confidence. And when we're blogging, it's just definitely less stress than, actually handwriting lots of, all of our thoughts and, just to ourselves. I'm actually not sure that makes it less stress, but I do agree that blogging is a less stressful environment. So glad you mentioned this, and I know this is talked about a lot in your beach book about internet safety. I think we are doing our kids a disservice if we do not address this, because the internet is their lives, and they need to be really, really aware of how to become a responsible member of an online community. And you point that out right there, that kids are going to use it whether we want them to or not, and shouldn't we be part of helping them learn how to safely, productively, responsibly communicate in this environment. So, secondary ELL settings, so now you're kind of bringing it to your setting. And one important thing you say, and I know I remember this in some of your discussions, is that sometimes we might want them to do the blogging in class because you can provide those supports if there's a problem or technical issues, or at least initially. I think this is really important, and some kids don't have that access at home. As you mentioned, as in anything, we must have those clear expectations. We must establish what we mean by tone and respect and frequency and content. Just saying you need to be respectful, well, that doesn't say too much. We need to have those clear expectations, and you talk about that there. And remember, as anything, that, when you're online, there are definitely some risks. And, there are certain things we can do or should do and things we really need to not. So you bring that up. So now that you've convinced us that blogging is good and some kind of heads up about blogging, what kind of assignments would fit a blog? And you've given some examples here. Ones that address Common Core, ones that keep kids engaged. And here's a good example. I especially really like how you have their profile picture being the book they're reading so that other kids can see what books different people are reading. I love this one. I have an 8th grade son, and I totally think his class should be doing this, and I think that'll really help him even pick what book he's going to read next. So I think that's a great idea. Novel responses, again, another really good way to kind of connect the books we want them to read to the issues that we want them to talk about. I think this one's really creative in having them blog as if they were the character. That's kind of that dialogue journal. I think that's a great idea. And then you have some example blog guidelines here. So I think this is great. I think you've kind of thought about one tool that you read about and tried to think through some of the issues if you were going to blog in your classroom, and I really hope you get to. So enjoy.